Am I insane? I thought I already pressed go live. I literally only just started the stream. Oh my god. I was talking for like 10 minutes without pressing go live. Well, at least that's sorted out now. Primal Guttural, what's up? Fart stream? Yeah, in all likelihood. VG, I heard you talking, but that's because I'm hiding under the stairs. Okay. Well, you should have told me that I wasn't live. Gig playing Wind Waker HD. I've heard Wind Waker's good. I never played it back in the day.
Okay. Okay, this is what I did at 4 weeks out. I have it all written down. Okay. 40 milligrams of Anavar a day. I usually took it 20 milligrams first thing in the morning. Often I was getting up at 5. And then I was taking 20 milligrams an hour or two before the gym, which was usually mid-afternoon. Okay? 40 milligrams of Anavar a day. Okay? So that's what I did 4 weeks out. I also did Primo, 300 milligrams per week. Primo, Bolin, and Enthate. That is an injectable it's not a testosterone, an injectable steroid. I also did Masteron, 300 milligrams per week. I also injected 400 milligrams of testosterone per week. Okay, so I'll explain each one now. Primo is a very low risk, low water intensive, it's not going to convert to estrogen and not cause gyno and just provide a slow, steady build of muscle. It's one of the healthiest steroids you can use, has the least amount of side effects, the least suppressive, however, it's still suppressive. Masteron is very similar to Primo. It's going to give you no estrogen.
Yeah, I saw the rock shrink. I heard it reported that he did it for his movie role or something. I'm not so sure about that. He looks like shit right now. Like his face aged 10 years overnight. I'm sure some of that has to do with, like, losing weight, and then his, like, skin hasn't... Like, his skin was getting pushed out, so it hid wrinkles, and now that his face, like, shrunk in from the weight loss, way more wrinkly.
Side effects, no water retention, make you get a very hard, lean look. Testosterone is basically the building block of a cycle. That is the base of any cycle. You should always have testosterone at least at 100 milligrams a week as a base if you want to add things on top of that. But test is the granddaddy of steroids. It's basically the one to take, okay? It will convert to estrogen and you will get gyno if you're prone to it. So you do have to be concerned with possible side effects from that, okay? Because of that, I added Arimidex and I took 1 milligram of Arimidex every 2 days. I had zero gyno, no.
Whoa. That is a really, really high dose of Arimidex. I don't know if he was getting his blood work checked, but that would bring your estrogen to like fucking 0.
Water retention. I looked dry and hard the entire time and had no worry that...
I don't know if that was because of the contest prep where he just wanted his estrogen crushed. So he had like as little water retention as possible, but that is a super, super high dose of Arimidex.
I was having an issue with testosterone, okay? What else did I do? Well, I had a hard time sleeping because when you diet this hard, you have a hard time sleeping. So I started with 10 milligrams of THC as an oral liquid type thing. It's marijuana, right? And so it's in oral digestible form, so it lasts a long time. I take that about an hour to 2 hours before bed, and it helps me sleep better, okay? Other preps, I would have to use sleeping pills all the time, so this prevented that. It is legal in my country, so don't take it if it's not legal in your country, okay? Don't break the law. It's not illegal here. I go to the liquor store, everyone's buying vodka, I'm buying weed. It's in the same store, okay? So this is just what we can do here. Pretty cool. Canada's awesome, okay? Next, fat burner.
Yeah, for real, Canada's pretty gay. Like, we're trying to ban guns here right now. But one really good thing about Canada is if you want to take like any drug, you can just get it here super easy. And pretty much everything's legal. You don't really have to worry about the police fucking with you.
All I took at this point was GW, and I was taking 20 milligrams a day. I had taken 10 prior, and I was at 20 by now. 20 actually sooner than this. But GW is like my favorite fat burner, and it gives me endurance and lets me train longer and harder, and I just feel way better with it, okay? Other than that, I took pre-workout, okay? So like an hour before the gym, shake it up, pre-workout energy, like, you know, like something with caffeine. It doesn't matter what one you take. They're all the same, really. Take the one that you like, okay? Is that it at 4 weeks? That is it. Okay, so moving into 3 weeks, we're getting closer, okay? Oh, and before I get into 3 weeks, if you want to compare what I took, I have my 2012 when I turned pro cycle on YouTube. So if you just type my cycle to turn pro or look at my old videos, you will see and can compare. So for some of you who just heard what I just said I took, you'd be like, holy shit, he took so much stuff. Trust me, that is not a lot of stuff. It's basically an intermediate cycle. It's more than I would suggest a beginner take. It's for sure more than a novice user should take. It's more like what I would take at a year 2 or 3 of your steroid use. Now, I'm at like year 10, okay? So for me, it's like way less than I would have taken. I would have, Tren alone at say 500 milligrams, which I used to take, would be stronger than this entire cycle by a mile. Just that. And I was taking that and all this and 5 times more, okay? 3 weeks out. I added T3 for fat burning at 15 micrograms twice a day. T3 is, it's going to raise your metabolism. You're going to burn more fat without doing anything. And it gives you a warm feeling when I take it. And mine was liquid, okay? It's not like some fancy pharmaceutical. It's just liquid stuff. And it boosts your metabolism,
So
okay?
it's oral.
T3. Clen. I started 10 micrograms of Clen. That's all you need at the start. You take more, you might get shakes. You might get a headache. Clen is not healthy. It is not good for your heart. So don't take it unless you're like really serious. It's literally more dangerous than steroids, than most steroids. However, steroids get a bad reputation, mostly for women, because it can change your voice and stuff, and women abuse it, and they take the wrong ones, and they take too much, and then they get the side effects, and it looks bad. But Clen can damage your heart. It's not the safest thing in the world. You got to use it sparingly. 10 micrograms, I have people write me all the
this is an old
time.
grade
So
video.
my coach started me at 40 for week 1, and then week 2, 80, then week 3, 120, and then nothing, and then I go back, and it's so abusive, it's insane. So I started at 10, and when I don't feel it a whole lot, then I go to 15. Then when I didn't feel it a lot, I went to 20. That happened throughout that week. I also started Fragment 176-191. It's a part of the GH. It burns fat. I injected this twice a day, 250 micrograms in the morning and at night. before I ate anything, and then before bed, and it burns fat. Boom. It's a needle injection, subcutaneous, 20, no, I use a 31 gauge needle, but regardless, I use that, okay? Everything else was the same. There was no change. I still use the...
I think I had too much caffeine. I have a gross, speedy high right now. I had 2 energy drinks. I should have spaced it out a bit more.
VAR and the Primo and the Math, the whole thing was the same, all the same. Okay, so I can move now to 2 weeks out. I stopped taking testosterone. Just done. No more test. Why? Why would I do that? Test holds water and converts to estrogen. Holding water on stage makes you look like you're holding water on stage. Boy, that makes sense. So you don't take testosterone before a show because it makes you look more shred. More...
Hey Hex, what up? I'm doing good. I just, picked up some groceries this morning and now I'm just chilling. It's I think it's 140 milligrams caffeine. It's either 140 or 180. I can't remember. I think it's 140 per energy drink. I was feeling like pretty dead this morning because of the diet. Today's a higher day where I can eat more, but I was feeling super dead, so I took 2 and probably shouldn't have done that.
More ripped, more dry, more hard, more peeled, more grainy, okay? Less full, less full. Full is awesome in a tank top like this. If I bulked up and beefed up and stand here, yes, I am big. But you take your shirt off and you want...
If you were a billionaire, what would you do with your money? I'd probably take a nice long nap. I think I'd nap whenever I felt like it. And just not bother getting up until I feel like I've had enough sleep. That's what I'd do if I was a billionaire.
Grainy, ripped, like, what's wrong with his abs? Why are there bumps all over it? You want dry, shredded, grainy, stupid lines in your hamstrings and glutes and the whole thing. You want no test. Get rid of that stuff, okay? No test. Now, because there's no test, well, then the cycle just decreased in power significantly. Now remember, Masterone and Primo are only about 2/3 as strong as...
I only have 1 block of tofu per meal right now. And I only have tofu once a day. Now that I'm dieting. I might have another block of tofu later because it's a higher calorie day. But yeah, these days, just 1 per day. Oh. Oh my God. Nap and then sniff butts immediately upon awakening. That would be nice. I gotta make a Tinder profile so I can sniff some butt. Well, ideally vegan, but I'm sure there's vegan chicks on Tinder. There's got to be. There has to be, you know? Yeah, there's got to be vegan chicks on Tinder. I've seen enough dudes complain about dating like some vegan chick on Tinder. There's got to be vegan girls on Tinder. I'd love just sniffing a nice vegan hole. Girls' butts are just so fucking good, dude. Just wish I could smell their nice, tight little shitters all day.
Test. So where I was doing 300 milligrams of Masteron and 300 milligrams of Primo, that's about as strong as 200 test, okay? Now, don't ask 5,000 questions about why that is. It's a little bit weaker. It's not going to put on as much muscle. So if somebody were to do 600 milligrams...
Yeah, dude, I think at this point, I'd fucking slay on Tinder. I don't see myself having problems. Like getting, at least, like, you know, women are always a problem, but I don't see myself having a problem, like, actually getting dates on Tinder, you know what I mean? I think I'll have, I think I'll do just fine. Why you not just eat same calories every day? 'Cause if you do, you're gonna feel like shit. You need some high days to recover. I think this is the best side chest I've seen myself do on video. Dude, you get so fucking pumped up when you're on steroids. The pumps are just fucking awesome. I love the extra blood volume. Makes your cardio amazing. I think I might be under 10% body fat at this point.
of like the Primo and Mast, and someone else were to do...
Take some pics outside for Tinder? I don't go outside, though.
...400 test, they would gain an equal amount of muscle tissue, actual, you know, muscle. Bruh. Water, the tests are going to gain more weight, but I'm talking about like quality, freaking hard, grainy muscle, okay? So because of that, my Primo, I upped the dose. Boom, it's going up, 400. Masteron, 400. Now that's making up for some of the test. Now, why did I raise it more? Because I'm trying to be healthy. If I wanted to be like Superman on stage, I would have tripled the dose. But guess what? I'm like 8 pounds over my weight class. I can't gain all this muscle or I won't make the weight class anyway. So I'm like, what's the point? I'm going to have to just dehydrate all the muscle off anyway. So there's no point in adding like a crazy amount. Now, if there was no weight limit, I would have wanted to take way more, but then I wouldn't be as healthy. But then I would have taken more tests before, and I would have taken more of everything, okay? But then I would have been in the 212 class. Then I would have been competing the same way as I did the last time. And then I would have probably placed the same. Oh, and FYI, I placed 10th out of 19, okay? I felt I looked amazing. I thought I was going to place higher than 10th, but it's a beauty pageant. It's modeling. I'm just not as hot as some of these guys, you know? I'm old, okay? You can argue it all you like. All I see is when I look at the people, I'm like, I feel I look better than a few of the guys I competed against, but I guess I didn't, you know? For me personally, the only thing I see is my waist from left to right, like from here to here is not like this big. And some of these guys, their waists are smaller genetically, so even though they don't have any muscle, they're not ripped and they're not like freaky, they have like such small waists. And so that even though their shoulders aren't super wide, it makes them look wider. And even though their legs have no real big muscles or definition, it just gives them a more of a, I guess like a V shape kind of. And so they have better genetics. That's genetics, okay? It's like some people wrote me and said, why?
You would for sure have a problem getting any good women with good intentions. You give off really bad, apathetic, hateful energy. You'd only get hold duggers interested in your looks. I don't know how you would know all of that from just a Tinder profile, so... Don't get HPV, type 16, type 18 are high risk. Are you vaccinated? Do they... I know they gave out HPV vaccines when I was in school. I think they only gave that to girls, though. Can you get an HPV vaccine? For type 16 and 18? I wish there was a vaccine against, like, every STD. Like, even though syphilis and chlamydia and everything are fairly serious, like, if they're not treated, like, you can at least get rid of them. It's really shitty that you could get something like herpes and then you just have it for life. Fucking stupid. I feel like they probably could, if they really wanted to, make a herpes vaccine. It's just that they don't because the cost involved. It would just be way too expensive.
Why don't you switch to men's physique? Then you can get even smaller. And I would do horrible in men's physique.
Men can get HPV vaccines. Next time I'm at the doctor's or the hospital or something, I'll inquire about that. I don't know if I could just go to a pharmacy and get an HPV vaccine. Because they give out the flu vaccine at, you know, your local pharmacy. I don't know if they do that for HPV.
Because there, you need even smaller waist. So do you know who could beat me? Guys in men's physique, if they put on any size on their legs, they'd all walk out and it'd be like, holy, look at the shape. This waist is so small. They'd all do amazing. Men's physique guys with muscle, that's classic physique, literally. Bodybuilders with less muscle, it's not really men's classic physique. You want tiny, stupid, small waist, like Chris Bumstead, okay? And then you add muscle to it, and that makes you a freak. If Chris Bumstead's waist were 3 inches wider, he would get his ass kicked in classic physique. It just wouldn't work. If he went and lost muscle and did men's physique, he would probably still be winning because his waist is so small and he's hot and good looking, which helps obviously, but it's
recommended for men also. Women usually end up losing their cervix from it, but men can get head and throat cancer.
What do you think about these vegangains?
Well, you know, Cutting down from 240. Holy shit. That guy lost a lot of weight. Well, he's got good muscle tone now. He's got abs. Oh, great. I've trained my brain to like tune out all the annoying music that people put in their videos, and then I don't notice that the music is playing until like a few seconds later, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna get a copyright claim on the stream after we're done, and then I have to do a thing to get it unblocked. Do you prefer the beach you meet on Tinder to have 10% or under body fat like you? That was not a proper sentence. I haven't been to the beach in a while. And I don't even live near a beach. Well, technically I do, but it's not that kind of beach. Fuck. Yeah, the closest real beach to me is in Ottawa, and it's a bit of a drive. Beach stream when? Well, you're gonna have to wait till next year at least. It's gonna get cold soon, unfortunately. Winter is coming. Winter fucking sucks so goddamn much. You know, winter sucks so much. Like, I'm surprised the British didn't, like, invade South America or Africa and, like, kill all the natives and then just settle there. It's, like, it really does suck. And they could have done it. I'm surprised the British never thought of, like, just genociding Africa or South America, like any country near the equator, and then just taking it over so that they don't have to deal with winter anymore. Gummy, for fuck's sakes, dude. Bro, this cat is just a fucking menace when it comes to food. He doesn't stop. He's constantly searching for snack. The British have Australia, though. Well, Australia does get cold. They do have winter. Not as bad, but they do have winter. It is a lot better, though. So, yeah, you got a point there. I don't know why they didn't do it to anywhere else. Like, just imagine you're, like, this white racist that lives in some shithole country that experiences, like, fucking garbage-ass snow. It just, from that perspective, like, they killed off the Native Americans. They committed a genocide there. I'm surprised they wouldn't just go to a nicer climate and just do the same thing. It's like, they did do that in Australia, but I don't know why they didn't do that in more places. Well, anyway, this guy did a really good job dieting down, losing weight. That's what? Like 70 pounds? It's pretty crazy weight loss.
All about that small waist. Okay, so I just wanted to explain that. I added femora.
Was that you? Not my final form? Yeah, really good job with the weight loss. Thanks for the donation, dude.
1 milligram a day. Femra is an anti-estrogen, okay? It's very strong, so it really kills your estrogen to nothing. This usually destroys guys' sex drive. So
Do you get your rice cakes on wholesale? No. They're $2.50 a pack at the grocery store. So I just get them at the grocery store. I've been considering like actually going to a food bank. I don't know what they'd have there, but if they have just stuff like rice cakes or something, I might just or rice. I might start going to a food bank just to get some stuff like that, just to save a few dollars here and there, because why not?
you might think all these guys prepping for shows are on so much testosterone, they want to sex all the time, their women have to... Nope. Half the guys aren't having sex at all. Now, me personally, I want to have sex a fair bit. So even with Femra, I still want to have sex more than my girlfriend would want to, for example, which sucks. But anyway, that's a different topic. So the Femra makes me more dry, and I would, at 1 milligram a day, I used to do more, but I was like, man, I don't need more. I'm gonna be dry enough anyway. And by probably day 5, I could really notice drier joints, and training was harder, and it just felt funny. It's a different feeling. You can get injured more. You will notice that. I used to add Femra earlier, but I just don't think you need to do it so early. Some people are using Femra for like months. I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with you people? That would suck. All right. I still did VAR.
You know, my butt looks really nice.
Will you consider dabbling with some light insulin usage pre/post-workout, since you seem to like bioidentical hormones/peptides, also considering HGH synergy? For better shuttling of glucose into muscles, of course.
No. For one thing, I think the whole HGH insulin sensitivity thing is a bit overhyped. I think the majority of the reason why like pro bodybuilders are taking insulin, it's not because of the HGH, it's because they've made themselves insulin resistant from just eating so much food. The amount of food they eat is just fucking crazy, like open pro bodybuilders. I don't think they have insulin problems because of the HGH they're on. Chase Irons has done HGH experiments where he was taking 18 IUs per day. At first, his fasting glucose went up, but then it just went back down to normal after a few days. That's 18 IUs. That's a very, very high dose. I'm only on 5 IUs per day. So I think the whole insulin antagonism thing is overhyped. The only people who have to really worry about that are maybe people on extremely high doses, so AIDS patients, children with stunted growth, where they're taking upwards of 20 IUs per day, and pro bodybuilders who are taking doses like that, and on top of that, they're eating ridiculous amounts of food. And anecdotally, like I've seen people talk about insulin. A lot of people who've used insulin have said it made their stomach kind of bulge out more. So I think it promotes visceral fat storage, which is not something I want. On top of that, like, it's another drug. I think if you can minimize the drug use, you're probably better off. I have seen some type 1 diabetics who do bodybuilding, and a lot of them are unusually jacked, so I think insulin does have an anabolic effect for sure. And if you're actually diabetic, you may, because your body literally doesn't produce insulin, you might be able to avoid that visceral fat problem. But I'm not so sure if it's a good idea if you're healthy. So like if I need it in the future for whatever reason, sure, I'll take it, but for right now, no, I'm not considering taking insulin. Thanks for the donation though, Explosive Monkey.
Hey VG, guess who's back? I am sorry to report she is not in prison.
Lauren Chen. You're talking about Lauren Chen, right? Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Yeah, but like I was saying, my butt is looking really nice. Very round and toned. I like my butt. I uploaded some nudes on OnlyFans, and I gotta say my derriere is looking rather fine. I think it's like the perfect size, too. Just nice and peachy. Not overly huge, and just some good roundness, you know? What the fuck, show us? Well, it's... I don't think I can show you on YouTube. Technically, according to YouTube's guidelines, you should be able to show your butt as long as it's not sexual. If anybody wants to message me on Instagram, I'll send you the photos, but I'm not gonna show it on YouTube. But yeah, message me on Instagram if you want to see some of the nudes. I don't mind sharing them. And you can share my nudes anywhere, like, I don't care. You can share them with your friends, your family, show your mom, your dad, I don't care.
Sadly, yes.
Her silence relating to the Tenet Media story from last year, where the DOJ claimed that Tenet Media was a front for Russian influence operations and that people such as Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, and Dave Rubin were paid to spread Russian propaganda. It's fake news. It's a lie. It's always been a lie. And now, with a direct statement from...
It is not fake news. Yeah, dude, the only fucking reason they didn't get locked up is because they just denied it. And because the standard for burden of proof is so high in a criminal trial, there's not a realistic possibility of prosecution. So, who the fuck am I? Okay, that was an accident. Because there's not a realistic possibility of prosecution, yeah, they didn't prosecute. But, like, she's clearly fucking guilty. You can look at the fucking messages that were being sent. She knew the guy was a Russian oligarch, and she was getting paid by Russia. She was looking up time in Russia. She wasn't receiving her money, and she was looking up the time in Moscow. Why would she be doing that if she didn't know this was, like, it's just bullshit. So, yeah, they played dumb, and I guess they're smart to do that. I don't think you have to be a genius to figure out you shouldn't admit guilt, but, But yeah, the problem for the prosecutors is that they have to prove that they were knowingly and willingly doing this, and it's... As long as reasonable doubt exists, that's all they have to prove in their defense, reasonable doubt, they're gonna get off. So that's the only reason she didn't get prosecuted, but we know. Tim Pool, Tim Pool loves this fucking story because... You know, he was caught doing the shit too, so...
From Lauren Chen, we have more evidence that it's a lie. And there's a lot to talk about in this regard, but the update Lauren Chen's statement, maybe not the biggest news in the world, but something I certainly want to talk about because I've said this already and I've said it several times. And these liberal liars, these evil Democrats, don't care about what's true. And here was the game. I stated this. We were working with the FBI. Okay? We were contacted by the FBI. I had 2 legal teams, and I said, get them whatever they need. Okay? We want the truth on what really happened here. And then just, for no reason in December, they said, nah, we're not interested. Thank you and have a nice day. And I was informed by my legal team that the case was over, literally within like a month or 2 of it starting. And I said, you got to be kidding me. This was a scam the whole time. They lied. They made it up because they wanted to smear, anti-establishment voices, people who had been supporting Trump right before the election. So October surprise, Russian influence, and then as soon as the election's over, it's actually not true and we're not interested anymore.
He's such a fucking liar. Oh my god, just what a lying dipshit. I fucking hate Tim Pool.
I can't believe they let Luan Chen out. Is there no justice anymore in Canada?
Well, they again, they had to. All she would need to do in her defense is provide reasonable doubt, which would be very easy. So, yeah, they didn't end up prosecuting for that reason. So, yeah, it's lame. We all know what actually happened, but, at least she can't get away with it again. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
At 40 milligrams, I still did GW at 20 milligrams, and I added this, Halo, 10 milligrams on crappy days. Crappy days were almost all days, but in particular, leg day. I didn't do it on biceps and shoulders and calves day. I find that's an easy day for me. But man, adding 10 milligrams of Halo is such a difference. It feels like adding ephedrine without the stimulant part of it, but you're at the gym and you have more energy and you can go harder. It's kind of like adding GW.
Yeah, I've seen, were they Navy SEALs who got Osama bin Laden, or were they Green Berets or Delta? I'm not sure if... Yeah, I guess at least some of them are SEALs, I think.
But she lied about it in the first place.
Yeah, she did. But again, all you have to provide is reasonable doubt, so... what are you gonna do? Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
And ephedrine, but a less jittery ephedrine. If I had to explain Halo, it made me more, angry, more aggressive. Even in my videos, I'd be like, ah! That's like Halo doing that, I think, It really does amp you up in a certain way. But I definitely love it. It's hard on your liver. And that's only at 10 milligrams, people. I would take 30 and 40. I've taken 50 at a time in the past. This is 10 milligrams. That's all I took here. So it's not like a lot for me, okay? Proviron I also added at 25 milligrams twice a day. And I'm telling you, in 45 minutes, if I take Proviron, even at 25, I feel almost like tingles going down my arm. And I look more dry. It's almost like I'm
yeah, glute hip thrusts are fucking annoying. You really need a machine to do them. Setting up glute hip thrusts with just a barbell is some of the most... That's got to be the most annoying, difficult, just irritating exercise to set up. And it feels super uncomfortable too, even if you have a good pad. It's just fucking shit. So yeah, you really need a glute hip thrust machine. They've become pretty affordable now. There's a lot of good glute hip thrust machines that are under 1,000. I've seen a few for 600. So if you have a home gym and you really want to do glute hip thrusts, it's not that bad. But yeah, it's barbell glute hip thrusts are fucking horrendous. I think squats and Romanian deadlifts are probably the way to go, just for, you know, glute activation. Lunges can be pretty good too.
Shredded all of a sudden. It's like when you're super lean, Masteron and Proviron and Halo, anything that dries you out and makes you look ripped, it really makes you look significantly better. But when you're at like 12%, which is still very awesome for like an off-season bodybuilder, you're still gonna have six-pack and all that. You won't notice it that much, and if you're fat, you're not gonna see anything. You'll have increased sex drive for sure, but when you're shredded, like 5%, like I reached under.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a Smith machine at some point. The growth hormone is definitely helping my tendons for sure, especially around my groin, but I've noticed an improvement with the pecs too. My pecs were bothering me a bit still, and since being on the growth hormone for over a month, they've felt way, way better. So I think I can get by just fine right now, still doing just barbell free weights.
Under 5% at this show. It wasn't the leanest I've ever been. The leanest I've ever been was 3 years ago at my previous show. And I was also 8 pounds bigger. But
Let's just hope that she doesn't come back to YouTube.
Well, she probably will. You know, that's, you know, where her grift is, so she probably will. It's so crazy to me how conservatives have been talking about, you know, left-wing liberal corruption and, oh, they're all fucking scammers taking money from foreign governments, and then here they are taking money from Russia. It's crazy to me that they still have an audience and fans and supporters. Like, they have no shame.
Is over. The time of the buck has come.
I think he uses that photo as his Tinder profile pic.
Okay, here we go. This is Monday afternoon, late in the afternoon, and here in Canada, well, I'm sure most of my viewers are in the U.S. If you're in the East Coast, maybe, I suppose, in the West Coast too, but not at this time. This is like 4:30 in the afternoon. Anyways, it's already dark. And yeah, the press was feeling pretty good today, although I wasn't really feeling it once I was all wrapped up. And I've gotten to the point where I ran out of my masking tape, then I ran out of my hockey tape. Now I'm using my reflective tape that I used to put on the edge of the flat deck for my truck, because it's some sort of necessary thing for safety. Just in case the person is a complete idiot, you got to make sure that you got your insurance requires it. But I don't have that truck anymore. Anyways, I'm using that, although you can't see it. Well, I suppose it's not doing its job very well. So if I was doing some drunken fist kung fu, then you wouldn't even see that wrist coming at you. Or I suppose depending on the light, it might disorient you a little bit, and it could work to your advantage. I haven't mastered my drunken fist yet, though. I'm just on my yellow belt, first prestige. So this is your first time tuning in, you're like, okay, this guy's completely lost his mind. Nope. Well, maybe halfway there. Just same thing with my hair. It's I'm half bald, so the press is feeling pretty good. And just my speed under the bar and my hip thrust that I do. I don't know, is that hip extension, or I guess it's kind of that doesn't really matter. But it's feeling pretty good. I think I'm just gonna keep this going up 1 pound per workout for as long as I can. And I'm doing sort of a. This is definitely a healthier and although you don't get gains as fast, it's definitely a healthier approach to weightlifting, doing a low dosage and moderate calories. Hey, I'm recording this microphone. My computer, I gotta get a new computer. This one is sometimes when I switch the sound interface, I unplug it to plug in the webcam, and then I record sound with this thing, and I can hear the playback of my voice. So I don't know, but to get the levels right. But for some reason, it's like there's like 10% of the volume it should be in this year, but normal volume in this year. So that's kind of a shame. But yeah, it'll like blue screen, driver state power failure or something else. And so this computer probably doesn't have too much life left in it, I assume. And so anyways, I'm working on a song right now. So I'm just like every song, I'm like, okay, hopefully I can finish my song before the computer dies. And then what I'm going to do is take my folder where I have all of my music stuff, programs, and then my files, songs, writing, and we've got like I had like some that are green. It's it shows that you care, okay, and that you are kind of it shows that you're putting thought into things as well, because lots of this shit is just like, especially with some people, the way they type it, there's no punctuation, there's no capitalization. Fun and clever ugly woman. Sarah, jeez. Because a fun and clever ugly woman's vagina feels just as amazing as a troubled and dumb pretty woman's does. A message of hope. We really.
Sometimes it's about being the best version of yourself. It's about seeing how the fight can throw the belt like a Zuma after you do a big lift. Always improve. See how much growth hormone you can take to make your larynx all fucked up, and then you sound really funny. Come on, somebody out there sitting working harder than you.
There's like I can't remember what that bodybuilding coach is. He's the guy that popularized. I think I've talked about this before, but some people I don't think make it. I think I talked about it during my Diablo 2 playthrough. There's a bodybuilding coach who popularized the 2 high carb days. Oh, here we go. Just a minute. Oh my goodness, that guy. Could you put on some shorts? Baggy shorts, please. There's that guy.
I don't know how that El Campeon guy hasn't fucking snapped his shit up.
I think his name's Justin. Maybe Justin Harris. There's that guy. There's the Vigorous Steve. Do people sound like? Do they sound like that before the growth hormone? Or is that the way? Because Nick Walker kind of talks like that now too. That's an argument against taking growth hormone, because I don't care about, let's say my skull grows and I look more like a Neanderthal or something, or Cro-Magnon or something, or you get your feet grow an inch longer. Okay, who cares about that stuff? Let's say you get an enlarged heart. I don't want to sound like a giant.
We're here at One Gen Gym in Claremont, California with El Campeon. Thank you so much for joining us again. And we are going to...
There's that other guy. I think it's like anabolic bodybuilding. I think he's like 50, and he wears glasses. His tongue's too big for his mouth. He's always like, once you get over 40, you don't do body steps anymore.
How to deadlift.
What the fuck? He needs tongue reduction surgery.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Estoy aquí con mi amigo Larry.
Okay.
Con todos ustedes. Y pues.
I don't need these subtitles. I know Spanish. See.
On how to do it.
Of shallow rooted tree where it gets really wide at the base.
The bar, shoulder width, right? So for me, and for everybody, this is going to be different. I go right here with the middle of my foot
I don't know if they added the multiplayer mode. I'm still confused. Did they not add the multiplayer? When's the fucking .3 coming out? So I've seen people playing it. We're gonna have to check.
And this line here at the beginning of the Neuralink with the bar.
Okay.
Right?
He's almost
So
flat-footed.
I set myself up using this.
Brand new Erin Janus video.
Oh geez, more crazy. I thought you were talking about the one last night, but another one. Thanks for the donation, Red.
Okay? That's the whole point of getting ready. Because you're getting ready to look not like shit anymore. And it takes 25 minutes, typically, for a woman or a man to get ready. You know, you've got to shave, like women don't have to shave their face. But, you know, sometimes we have to dab a little bit of this and dab a
Yeah, she's gotten so much worse. They're like, she looks so much different now. Like, she's got the crazy eyes. She used to just be pretty, and you wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at her that she was nuts. Like, she's got full-on crazy eyes at this point. That's when you know somebody's, like, gone nuts. They got the crazy eyes. You can just tell from their photo they're fucking crazy.
dab a little bit of this and dab a little bit of that. So I'm getting ready. Forgive me that I don't look ready yet. I'm not ready yet. And this is how I look when I'm not ready. Oh well. So today is September the 7th, I believe.
Yeah, she's an ex-vegan. Supposedly she has bipolar disorder. I think it's beyond bipolar. Pretty sure she's schizophrenic. But she used to be a vegan activist. Then I think she was dating some surgeon who convinced her to not be vegan anymore, and then she quit. Now she's just become more and more mentally ill over time.
Wow, 2025. And I'm done tolerating abuse, manipulation, and control from people who tormented me as a child and as a teenager, which is my biological parents, Denise and Henry. I will never let them, the police just warned Denise that if she ever contacts me or my contacts, she'll be charged with criminal harassment. I've got some of the best lawyers in Canada lined up to press charges against these fucking pieces of bleep for the things, not just that they did to me as a child, but that they did to me as a teenager, a young adult in my early 20s to mid 20s, and even now, I just turned 30. And I find it interesting, don't you, that on my 30th birthday, my biological father, who abused me as a child egregiously, verbally, mentally, emotionally, which is psychologically, physically and sexually, and lost custody of me after winning it. He won it when I was like about 11 or 12, and then he lost custody of me a couple of years later. Children's Aid Society got involved to investigate, and he ran away to his girlfriend Michelle in Niagara Falls, and then abused her, and the police had to kick him out of there too. He got kicked out of his girlfriend's place and had to go sleep on his mom's couch, and he wanted a place to live with me in my mansion, of course. And everybody said, no, don't let him live with you. He's going to abuse you again. And when I moved into this mansion, this is just a one little tiny washroom here, but this place is a place I've let many people sleep and shower and have a safe place if they need it. But it's also my music studio, and I've recorded a lot of music in here over the last year that I've been living here, and that was the whole purpose of getting this place. It's not.
From what I understand, she was dating some rich guy who's like way older, like twice her age. And I don't think this is her house. I think she was living here for the last 4 years with this dude. I don't even think this is hers. Son Goku donated $2. So my dumbass enrolled in this trade program that caused me to drive 8 hours to San Diego. And I fucking hate it. Should I just drop out of it and go back home? I'm going to have to go back to my old job, which was being an Amazon delivery driver. There's no right or wrong answer, dude, but if you don't see a future in what you're doing right now, then, you know, I guess that would be the right decision. I've heard a lot of mixed things with Amazon delivery driving. It really depends on like what area you live in, because some of them are making decent money and the work they're doing isn't that bad, but other times I've heard fucking horror stories where, like, if you live in a really, really hot area, like in Arizona, and you have like a really like endless, super, super busy shifts, it can be a huge pain. So I don't know. I don't know what your particular situation is with the Amazon delivery driving. But yeah, I mean, if you don't see yourself having a future with that trade program, then I guess the right decision would be to just go back to Amazon delivery driving. For the time being, anyway. Thanks for the donation, though, Son Goku.
Just for me, it's for people to produce their music. And
I haven't been doing 1 rep max lifts, so, and I'm not gonna be at peak strength. I'm dieting, so why would I test my 1 rep max lifts when I just started steroids and I'm dieting?
I can't tell you the wonderful music that I've produced in this downstairs in my music studio. I can only show you, which I will very soon. But I had to learn a lot of lessons about who can I trust. And when I moved into this mansion, I said to myself, I am never going to let my biological parents know that it's here, because they're going to fuck it up for me. They're going to get jealous. They're going to get controlling. They're going to try to steal my money. Well, it happened. But it got even worse, because when I tried to leave, my sex trafficker, Dennis, who's 60 now, who's been forcing me into sex since I was 26, threatening to commit suicide if I leave, threatening to force medicate me under his supervision and direction if I don't marry him and believe that he's my soulmate. Denise, I mean, I can't. Okay, I'm getting off on a tangent. Maybe I should reorganize this. Maybe I should put it into a second draft and then do a TED Talk or some shit.
I'm only on testosterone and human growth hormone.
Holy fuck. My cousin tried to steal my dog after fucking stealing money from me that I lent her after helping her thousands of dollars over the years. And now I know who I can trust. And it's not my biological parents or my dad's mother. Never. It's not my mother. Absolutely.
You know, when you hear stories like this where like a crazy person's rambling and literally everybody they know is like betraying them or trying to manipulate them in some way, like, you know, it's just a crazy fucking delusion.
Absolutely not. These people are liars. They're thieves. They're broke. They have absolutely no money, and they have no self-esteem, and they treat children and themselves and their senior parents like absolute garbage. And Dennis. Oh, Dennis. I was nice. I didn't want to put him in jail. I didn't want to press charges against him, but he won't stop. He won't stop tormenting me. When I was 26 years old, he threatened to commit suicide if I didn't give him a hug and have sex with him. And then at 27, he threatened to commit suicide if I did. He pressured.
You can't force somebody to do something by threatening to commit suicide. So, yeah, I wouldn't say threat of suicide is tantamount to forcing anybody to do anything. So just let them kill themselves. If you don't want to do something, then just let them kill themselves.
Suicide on me if I left him. So of course I wanted to stay with him. I don't want him to commit suicide. But then he got me financially dependent on him, lied to me, bought me a little net worth of $20 million, buys me a $500,000 condo, and rapes me in it numerous times. Okay, some of this sex was consensual, some of it was rape. I forgave him for the first 12 rapes. I forgave.
This is just so fucking unhinged. Like, some of this seems like made up, not just crazy delusions. It sounds like she's just flat out fucking lying. The story is just so fucking ridiculous. Even if you're fucking crazy, like, it just sounds like Amber Heard levels of horseshit. He forced me to have sex with him because he said he'd kill himself. Right. Nobody forced you to do anything. He bought you a $500,000 condo and then raped you in it. And you just let him do it over and over and over again. Sure. Right. Like, okay.
For the next 12 rapes. I'm not forgiving him now at age 30, trying to work with my childhood abuser, Denise Belinda Raffler Fletcher, to have me medically controlled.
Oh, by the way, like, this is another dead giveaway. She said, like, she's mentioning her age, 26. Like, to suggest, oh, I was only 26 years old and he was 60. Like, 26 is a fucking adult. What the fuck does him being 60 have to do with anything? I love this horse shit when people say, oh, I'm only 26. You're not a child, you're a fucking adult.
To have me put on antipsychotics under his and her supervision and directive. What the fuck? I happen to have some of the best lawyers in Canada. That's why I'm still standing. That's why I'm not curled up in a ball crying right now. But I was last night. But I'm strong. I'm not afraid of these fucking people right now. They're more fucking afraid of me than I am of them. Because I got nothing to fucking hide. I've got nothing to fucking hide. I've been hiding. I haven't been uploading YouTube videos for over a decade. Because I constantly live in the fear and the terror that I felt from my biological parents abusing and neglecting me as a child. And now Dennis has been doing it to me. Threatening me into homelessness at age 27 after telling me to quit all of my clients. I was building a cleaning business, Marvelous Cleaning. I was cleaning for celebrities. And he told me to quit everything and said, you're not a cleaner. But then when I try to work on my music and try to become independent from him, he torments me. He forced me into sex. And then threatened me with, I've been homeless before. I never want to be homeless again. You can't force someone into a sexual relationship and threaten them with suicide and forced medication under you and your childhood abuse supervision, or you're gonna fuck, like, what the fuck? I'm tired of being fucking abused, and I'm not gonna fucking tolerate it anymore. So, that being said, as I'm getting ready today, because I have a big day, I'm working on a song called As a Child. The rough draft rehearsal goes like this. I wrote it quite a while ago. I wrote it when Henry Benjamin Janus, who abused me as a child, put me in the psych ward against my will in 2021 because he doesn't know how to be a dad. He doesn't know how to be a man. All he knows how to do is push and control and bully and say, take your medication. There's not enough medication in the fucking world to calm somebody down who's being medically controlled and supervised and confined by the person who abused them as a child. And in Ontario fucking Canada, automatically your substitute fucking decision maker is your fucking parents or your spouse. What the fuck? So one of the best lawyers in Canada had to fucking email my psychiatrist when I was in Owen Sound because Dennis didn't want to let me leave because he never wants to let me fucking leave. I tell him I'm gonna just go work a normal job and just go live somewhere else. He calls 911, reports me as a missing person, forces me into the fucking emergency room, and then says he's not gonna leave, and then he's my partner and we're soulmates, and he's gonna control my medical. No, he's fucking not. So, that's because I had really good lawyers. That's because I had a really good mentor, Ron Holt, who mentored Lane Staley of Alice in Chains. So let me get back to the song I'm working on. It's called As a Child. I won't pardon you from the blame. I won't shelter you from the shame. You're
Holy fuck.
Change your name. You thought that you... And my dad wanted to financially fucking control me. He wanted to financially fucking
Oh my
control
God.
me. And he asked me for my necklace for $2,000. I said, no, Dad. But I gave him $500 American on Christmas. It's never enough. I paid him to help me do my yard work. It's never enough. He still calls me a loser. He used to call me a loser when I was fucking 12 years old. affected me very negatively. He used to scare me and fucking do shit to me that I don't even want to fucking talk about right now because he drank too much fucking alcohol. And did whatever the fuck else he was doing. Fucking cocaine, fucking sucking back 20 fucking cigarettes a day, scaring me when I was 12 years old, bullying me. Anyway, back to the song. I would have fucking killed myself as a 16-year-old if Ronnie Junk Guy Holt from Washington didn't fucking mentor me. My parents are fucking abusers. Dennis is a fucking abuser. And they're scared of losing me. Because I am gonna fucking...
I love how the cat just walked in to see what the hell she was doing. And then the cat was like, oh, you're being crazy. I'll just leave.
make enough money. Despite being told I'm a loser and that I don't have any money and that I can't make it without Dennis. No, I fucking will! I will fucking make it without you, and you're not gonna fucking control my fucking medication. That's up to me and my fucking psychiatrist and my fucking private fucking healthcare team. That's up to me and my fucking therapist. That's not up to you. You're not getting any fucking money out of me. Nothing! Nothing! My fucking parents and my fucking cousin and my fucking biological relatives are getting fucking $0 fucking dollars. Do you understand? $0 fucking dollars! And Dennis is going to pay for what he fucking put me through. It's not my fucking job to have sex with a man who's suicidal. That's not my job! But he made it my fucking job, and every fucking time I tried to fucking leave, he fucking either calls 911 and calls my
the cat's back.
and tells them I'm missing because I was working. I'm allowed to fucking work. I don't have to fucking marry a 60-year-old fucking man. But that's what he tried to make me do. I'm not stupid enough to put a fucking ring on my fucking finger and marry my fucking rapist. So, now he's threatening to have my YouTube channel removed. Oh, you know what? Keep up with the fucking threats. Keep fucking threatening me and watch what fucking happens. I'm just gonna be louder. I'm just gonna change the fucking laws in Ontario so that your substitute decision maker is not your fucking parents and not your fucking ex who fucking forced you into sex when you didn't want to fucking have it. When you're fucking vulnerable. What the fuck is a 56 fucking year old man doing forcing a fucking 26-year-old to fucking have sex? For money? What?
Yeah, this sounds like some Amber Heard shit. Like, that's just beyond schizophrenia and crazy. This is her literally lying and making shit up. When I hear women saying stupid shit like that, like, I was only 26 years old, you were twice my age, like, yeah, that's some fucking horse shit.
Well, VG, it's just like you said, every accusation is a confession, and that's exactly the case with these conservatives.
Yeah, conservatives are definitely the king of that. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
I'm not a doctor, but I think Dennis controlling her medication is way healthier than this screaming.
Yeah, I don't think she realizes she really needed to be on those meds. Thanks for the donation, Adios.
What the fuck? Now, back to the fucking song. About my parents. I won't pardon you from the blame. I won't shelter you from the shame. You thought that you would win this game. You're gonna want to change your name. I bet you never thought I would be. And Dennis forced Ron into chemo before he was ready, and now Ron's fucking dead. Holy fuck. I never thought I would be this new improved version of me.
Dude.
But I won't have any more.
Like, this is like a comedy skit. Holy fuck. How is she allowed to walk freely in society? She needs to be locked up. This is crazy. Bro, like, this person could have a car. Like, you may be walking across the street and this fucking nut job is behind the wheel of a 2-ton vehicle. Like this is fucking nuts.
Seeing you 'cause you were the one who abused me as a child. That's the song I'm working on today.
Holy fucking shit. She's progressively gotten worse and worse. I think like she might end up being one of those people who like can't talk anymore because they're so mentally ill and like just screech and shit. Like one of those real fucked up people that need like their diapers changed. Like this is getting like worse and worse and worse and crazier. Holy fuck. I wonder what the fuck is happening to her brain.
It seems like lots of good deadlifters are flat-footed, but people say it'll make your feet flat. My feet were flat as a kid and I had orthotics, but it mostly got corrected with those, but I still don't have a very high arch.
And right here, I know, okay, I see this line, my foot needs to be right in the middle of it, okay?
I
Reserve yours to notice.
Let's come on, he gets to go up to 315.
95.
Porque yo...
$18.
Uh-huh.
That's not too bad.
Perfect.
Come on, he gets to go up to 315.
Okay. So there's one thing I noticed.
Let's see his form. I think Larry might be nitpicking.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. That's good. Okay.
That's pretty much fine. It doesn't need to be 100%.
In your back,
It just needs to be about 90 to
ties in
95%.
together.
What is your juice protocol? Which GH, how much?
30 milligrams test, 5 IUs, growth hormone. I switched to doing... I was doing 5 IUs at night. I switched to taking 4 IUs at night, and then I do 1 IU in the afternoon. Just to see how that goes. Might help with more fat loss. I don't know if it's really going to help build more muscle, but just want to see if it makes a difference. And what do you mean which GH? All GH is the same. It's all 191 amino acids. GH is GH. Thanks for the donation though, Kaioken Kiwi.
Without you having to think about each body part individually, right?
2 PayPal buck donators, they would be perfect for each other.
What the fuck is going on with you, my nigga? You as a black man, me as a black man, what is wrong with your black ass? You fucking monkey? And I would just get this nigga as mad as he can to the point where he's like sniffling and shit. And the question, nigga, what is your problem with me, you motherfucking ape? What the fuck is your problem with me, you spook? And I would just tell this nigga, I'd be like, listen, what is wrong with you, you motherfucking monkey? I'm like, you gotta...
Yeah, low tier gods, kind of racist.
No fucking goddamn daughter. There's nothing fun about coming home. Imagine this. Have you guys seen those niggas that have like 4 daughters and come home to all girls? Nigga, how do you feel? How the fuck would you feel coming home from work or whatever the fuck and it's just nothing but girls? You don't got no boys, all fucking females. Nigga, nigga, I'll drive around the neighborhood 5-6 times. Like, I'll be like, damn, I gotta really fucking go in this bitch. Shit. Whip around again, like, damn, I really, fuck.
Well, to be fair, he kind of has a point there. Thanks for the donation too, PayPal buck. I'm on test Sipionate. Undeconate is fucking pointless, and prop is stupid.
Doing this,
No.
it's just from the hips, right? If you guys can tell, I can be explosive without doing that, without moving my back.
Without
or
like
moving
pulling with
anything,
your
right?
arms, yeah.
And
Okay.
You'll feel more explosive.
That fucking guy needs to get a Kleenex.
Voy a hacer de cuenta que ya tengo everything de full. Que ya tengo mis...
That's the goal.
Sí.
9 plates.
9 plates. He's gonna have to get some extra wraps if he's gonna do that. So,
yes.
Yeah, grip's too wide. All right. Other than that, it's not too bad. I don't like the straight feet thing.
And I'm gonna stop him when he reached full lockout.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, well, that was a little. This is a bench press one.
Así. Y...
Perfect.
Ever, when trabajo esto del pecho, le pongo esto en el gimnasio. Y aunque only one, pero se me queda aquí y ya me salgo por abajo. Dile, mijo, que aunque...
Well, I need Larry Wheels to.
Does he see that
give me a
slight movement?
I'll just fake an accent. Well, I guess people know me at this point. I'm a micro celebrity, but
right. And
Larry Wheels, look how thick his fucking elbow is. Holy shit. Yeah.
And keep the elbows tucked the whole way, even when he's pressing, right? That's going to protect his pec and his shoulder. Because if he's benching like this, elbows flared,
yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, okay.
That's why I switched to close grip bench, so I don't need to have as good a form. Anyways, well, guys, there you have it. It's one of those things that. Okay.
Dude, I love the Diablo Tristram theme.
Isreatel and I share top 3 chest building exercises. One for the lower chest, one for the upper chest, and one pure isolation movement.
Our first exercise for lower chest is the cheater decline machine chest press. What you do here is you put your butt as far on the seat more or less forward as it goes. Don't put your lower back to the seat, drive it really far. Arch your back, put your shoulders all the way back, get that seat nice and high, and then you're able to press down and forward. It's an awesome incline movement that has some pretty big advantages over some other considerations. One, probably the best decline movement is the dip, but it was already taken. And also, there's only so many dips you can do. And then the other thing is you can have a decline bench press.
I like dips.
But most gyms don't even have that machine, thankfully.
I can't do weighted dips. I tried weighted dips again, and even with like only an extra 25 pounds, I was getting horrific sternum pain. So I just do normal bodyweight dips after I do like bench or something.
Did you ever meet Erin Janus Earl? Also, what do you think would actually happen if you put Erin in the same room as Frank?
I did meet Erin Janus in real life. This was years ago. She already seemed a little crazy and off. And she's a bit of an attention seeker, too. And what would happen if you put Erin Janus in the same room as Frank? Well, geez, you'd get some fucking mints is what you'd get. Frank hates women, and if he met someone like Erin Janus, that would be hilarious. They would be fighting, possibly to the death. Thanks for the donation, Blink.
Because it's a S word when people aren't alive.
Are you planning to be on it forever? Or are you testing out the waters? Do you do blood works now you're on it?
I'm gonna do it forever. I ain't stopping. And yeah, I'm doing blood work. I'm gonna get my blood tested at the end of this month. I'm just gonna test. I'm gonna just look at my... I'm not gonna bother getting an IGF-1 test again. They charge me extra money for it, and I don't think it's... It's not really worth it. So I'm gonna get my testosterone E2 checked, and lipids and hematocrit. I want my hematocrit to be a little elevated, because the cardiovascular endurance benefits are just fucking awesome. And you're not at increased risk of heart attack or stroke with an elevated hematocrit from gear, assuming you don't have other cardiovascular risk factors. If it's just a little elevated, it's not a problem. In the general population, you know, lazy fat fucks, shit like that, elevated hematocrit's a problem, but if you're in shape, it's not an issue. So, obviously you don't want it too high, but a little elevated's fine. So I'm just going to see where my test is at. Need to check my E2, estrogen, and yeah, hematocrit, lipids, and then should be good. Yeah, and I guess HbA1c. Curious what that is, especially since I've been on Retta. But I think most of that should still just be covered by OHIP. They may not cover the test, but I know growth hormone, they don't, or IGF-1. They charged me extra for that. And it's pointless. My IGF-1 was at 192 when I got it tested. It was in the high normal range, and I had the idea that you want to get that tested to see if your growth hormone's working, but I looked into it. Systemic IGF is not important. Growth hormone works through multiple different pathways to promote muscle growth and tissue repair. And people have gone on extremely high doses of growth hormone without any elevation in their IGF-1. And they still grow massively. So what matters is IGF-1 in the muscle tissue, not systemic, so I'm not going to bother getting it tested. But thanks for the donation, Kaioken Kiwi. What if I were off steroids only once a week on my rest days? I don't know why you'd do that. If you don't have much money, it makes sense to just not take growth hormone on your rest days. So that makes sense, but there's no point whatsoever in not taking whatever anabolic steroids you're on, like testosterone. You want to take that every day. It's so cheap. Yeah, for the dose of testosterone I'm on, it's like $1.25 or something a day. So what would be the point in not taking it every day? It's just stupid. Growth hormone's a different story. I think it's like, yeah, it's a little over $15 a day for the dose I'm on. So that makes a little bit more sense, but yeah, testosterone, that's just stupid.
Have themselves machine. How the hell are you supposed to do that yourself? And also it's unwieldy and it's weird. And then it's like, okay, let's...
Is donating blood while on gear some backward old school thinking? Well, no. If your hematocrit is too elevated, you're going to need to donate blood or get a phlebotomy. If it's a little elevated and you don't have other cardiovascular risk factors, it's not a problem. Again, elevated hematocrit is a risk factor in the general population. So if you're an out-of-shape fat fuck who doesn't exercise, yeah, elevated hematocrit's a problem. If you're doing cardio every day and you're lean and you have, like...
Another new Erin video.
Alright, thanks for the donation, dude. Yeah, if you're lean, you're doing cardio every day, like, it's fine. Having a bit of an elevated hematocrit is fine.
Wow. That's the effect you have on me. This is what you do to me. This is the effect you have on me. Are you stupid?
Oh my god.
I do not give consent to anything. If you do that, there'll be legal action.
What legal action?
Towards your social media.
Towards
Yes.
my social media. What are you
Yeah.
going to do? To have my YouTube channel removed like you threatened to have?
No, Erin. So
What legal
I do
action
not
are you
give
going to
consent to post anything that we're talking about now? This is a private
of you
conversation.
tormenting me and continuing to make me cry?
No, this is a private conversation.
Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm not
touch me. You
touching
just touched me.
I didn't. I touched
Yes.
your phone.
No, you touched my hand.
I touched your phone.
What? No, you touched my hand.
I touched the phone. No, Erin. You can't
You
do
touched
that.
my hand. You can't. You're not allowed to rape me, but you still got away with that. You still got away with that. You got away with telling me that I had to leave the condo you said you got for me as a gift, as a safe place to live, and told me I had to get out if I wasn't your girlfriend having sex with you because your
If
new
you
girlfriend.
post that, it's going to be very bad.
For who?
For you, Erin.
No, it'll be bad for you.
Right. Okay. You're not mentally well.
You're not
and
mentally
you're
well.
posting
You're a
things-
rapist.
You're posting.
You're
things.
not mentally
No,
well.
Erin.
You're a rapist,
No,
Dennis.
Erin, that's not true.
Yes, it is. Get
It's
out. You were
absolutely
trying to
not
leave,
true.
and now you're trying to intimidate me.
I'm
Back
not
up
trying
and
to
don't
intimidate
fucking
you.
approach me.
Yeah.
Don't fucking approach me.
Okay, well,
Take a video all you want.
Yeah, I
Okay?
will. That's the video.
Get out! Get out! Do not come in! Get out! No! Get out! You just hurt my foot. Get out! Do not corner me in the room. No, do not corner me in the room. Get out! Do not corner me in the room. Get away from me! Get away from me! Wow. That's the effect you have.
I think she suffers from narcissism. She is acting just like Amber Heard. Like this isn't just crazy. This is deliberate lying and manipulation. Like, why is she filming any of this? She's trying to do something and manipulate people. So she's crazy, but she's also just a fucking lying manipulator. But yeah, she's... Imagine sticking your dick in that and, like, dealing with all that crazy. Thanks for the donation, Anonymous.
So you have it and you like it. It's just another option. You have like, how many quad moves do you have? Hack squat, lag press, also there's dozens. What about lower chest? People like dips. You're like, okay, what else? Like decline press. You're like, what else? Like, I don't know. So this on any machine, you can automatically rig it to get just more lower chest work. There's nothing magical about it, but it works great and it's super safe because you can go really close to failure and everything's totally cool.
Cool. What do you think about elbow angle on these? Do you typically go more flaring, more tucking?
But just safe for comfort, you know? If you tuck more, you get a little bit more tricep stuff. If you flare more, you maybe get a little bit more mid and upper chest work actually by flaring. But I would say like just start at 45 degrees and even use in, medium, and out as variations. Another thing is if you arch your back more, you get a lower angle and it's a very, very low pec. Even if you lean back, but you start to do this, then it turns into a regular chest exercise again.
For my lower chest pick, I really like the dip. The dip does a lot of things right. For one, it gives you an excellent stretch on both the lower and upper pec. By having your shoulder behind you and flaring your elbows a little bit at the bottom, you can get a deeper stretch than nearly any other exercise. With a barbell press, you'll often be constrained by when the barbell touches your chest, which most people won't achieve a full stretch in. Dumbbells, same thing to an extent, unless you super arch and sort of bring the dumbbells out a little bit. With a dip, that's not really a concern. Additionally, for most people, dips with a good range of motion, a full stretch, maybe even a pause at the bottom, will be heavy enough to get close to failure in about 5 to 15 reps. There's also the bonus of dips hitting your scapular protractors, which in most fixed scapular pressing movements you won't really train. So things like push-ups and dips can be a great addition to your overall routine, in addition to training your lower chest very effectively.
One of my favorite moves for the upper chest is the incline cambered bar press. Not everyone is a trillionaire, so most people can't afford cambered bar presses. They have groceries to buy, kids to feed, school bills. What do regular people buy? So the incline cambered bar press has all the upper chest love of the incline press, but it gives you that gnarly deep stretch. If you have a cambered bar, honestly, these things are $250. Save up your money, buy one.
I'm a little skeptical if this is worth getting. You don't want too much stretch because it ends up causing too much muscular damage. Incline also stretches your chest more than a standard barbell press, so I don't know if this is really the best idea. I think a cambered bar makes more sense for a flat press. Incline press might be too much of a stretch.
One for your gym, leave it in the gym. The gym owner will think it's great. You get to see everyone else misuse it. It lets you have a barbell movement plus extra ROM. It is literally a bar designed in a goat field. Why? Because it's goated.
Do you think that you kind of got to focus on flaring your elbows on the way down versus like letting them tuck? Because some people kind of go halfway down and then they kind of start tucking a lot more to get down. Do you think that's an issue?
I think that it's such a deep camber and it's incline. There's just no way to avoid stretching your upper chest. What I would say is whatever gives you good shoulder comfort is great. Once you have good shoulder comfort and you get the bar all the way down, play with what flaring makes you feel differently in various regards.
One thing that comes to mind, the only study we have on the bench press, an actual pec hypertrophy, did find that a 45-degree incline Smith press was better for overall pec growth even than a flat Smith press. Oh, that's the only study we have on pec growth, so it's not really worth that much on its own. But I think that if it delivers you more upper pec growth, which in the study it did, and the same lower pec growth, an incline press might just be your one-way ticket to bigger pecs overall over a flat press.
And we know that the stretch is really fucking awesome. And we know most people can't get a good enough stretch with a barbell. Again, it's goated for a reason. It checks almost every single box.
And because it's cambered as well, you can get a deeper tricep stretch than most wide grip bench. For most people, will deliver a maximum stretch, especially if you kind of come down, flare your elbows and angle the dumbbells up a little bit to get more of a stretch before you hit the chest. And all of a sudden, it's almost like a fly press in a way, but it's gonna hit your upper chest quite heavy.
Grip bench is just kind of weird. Most people don't like it. Theoretically, mobilization because it will push your shoulders to the maximum. Eric Janicki, more or less, I don't think he invented it, but he sure shit perfected it. I would really follow him. He's a guy that knows a lot. Click on his stuff. He's also maybe one of the biggest people I've seen in my life, and it's confusing. You have to go slow on this, especially at the bottom. If you dive bomb this, you can say goodbye to your shoulders. It'll be a YOLO time. Get nice and stable. The first part you want to do is do the traditional decline fly all the way down. As soon as you get into that bottom position, hold it for a second and then come up with your arms up and behind you. But don't just come up arbitrarily. Come up at the limit of your chest and shoulder flexibility.
Have you watched the Islam versus vegan gains vid? Oh, Cora. Yeah, that was a good one that I made. I like the skits I did. Everybody thought that was funny.
Total time under tension with a huge stretch is massive. And then don't just come up, arc back in and come up in one solid movement. It's gonna get all of your shit sorted out right, exactly like the MyoAdapt app.
Compared,
I might try that one.
High cholesterol.
Okay, one more vid, then we'll start some gaming.
Levels, you need a certain amount of cholesterol for your body to function correctly, right? And if you're on a boatload of steroids, you don't really have to worry about the sex hormones and neural steroid cascade.
You do not need any particular amount of serum cholesterol to function normally. Every single cell in your body produces its own cholesterol. There does not need to be like any cholesterol in your serum technically to function normally. So that's just not true.
Because of course you can always supplement with those to super physiological levels if you do so desire. Vigorous Steve here. Let's talk about steroidogenesis inhibitors, or better yet, the real reason why your hormone balance is all out of whack. A lot of you guys don't think about drug interactions, so I'm going to make a couple of videos over the next couple of months to teach you about potential drug interactions, because one drug might inhibit the metabolism of another drug, or the complete breakdown and detoxification of several different drugs. This is something you have to realize before you start dabbling with particular PEDs or ancillaries. In this video, we're mostly going to talk about the ancillaries, which can inhibit the breakdown or several steps of the sex hormone and the neurosteroid cascades. So this video is all about how my life got flipped turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute just to sit right here to tell you all about how I became the prince of drug metabolism. Before we get into it, please like the video, leave a comment for the algorithm, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you would like to support the channel, you can do so by joining either the YouTube or Patreon memberships, where you can vote for upcoming deep dives, or join the weekly Vigorous Q&A, which is always on Saturday, right? It's private for about an hour, maybe a little bit longer. Get all your questions in so you don't have to join the herds of Super Chat Superfloods. So let's get started with the earliest steps in the sex hormone cascade with 3-hydroxy-3-methylglutarate coenzyme A reductase, abbreviated to HMG-CoA reductase. This is the rate-controlling enzyme of the metabolic pathway that produces cholesterol and other isoprenoids. Keep in mind that statins, including monocolin K, which is the lovastatin equivalent found in red yeast rice, a natural supplement you can buy over the counter, statins and red yeast rice inhibit cholesterol synthesis as well as the normal functioning of the cell membranes and cell signaling. So you don't want to overdo the statins because otherwise you miss out on all of the benefits that cholesterol has, including the synthesis into sex hormones and neurosteroids. So keep it in mind, use these statins or red yeast rice respectively, because otherwise you're going to have a ton of issues downstream, because this is the earliest steps that you have to pay attention to. Now, I'm not against statins. I'm not against atorvastatin or pitavastatin or rosuvastatin or so the other statins that we can choose from, but you have to respect them, because if you overdo it, again, you might get all of the side effects that are associated with statins, including some of the side effects that are coming from the red yeast rice, muscle pain or muscle damage, increased risk.
I'm glad this cop did something.
Who in the fuck had the idea of letting women be cops? Buddy. That is just so embarrassing. It's just some weak-ass crazy homeless guy, and they had no chance. Like, my god, women are so fucking physically inferior to men, it's not even funny. Why in the fuck would you ever let them be cops? Like, the physical fitness standards for women to become a police officer are absolutely pathetic, by the way. I think some police agencies, they only require women to be able to bench, like, 80 pounds. That's nothing. Like, 80-pound bench. I've literally trained children. I used to you know, be a personal trainer, and I did group training for hockey teams. I would get 10 or 12-year-old children that could bench 80 pounds. And you have grown adult women who only need to be able to bench press 80 fucking pounds to be police officers. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, they're completely and utterly unequipped to deal with any criminals. And then, yeah, sure enough. Like, wow. That is just absolutely pathetic. They should be fired. What a joke. Thanks for the donation, ABC.
Of diabetes, increased liver enzymes in the blood due to liver damage. Statins can also inhibit coenzyme Q10 production. So even if you're supplementing with ubiquinol or coenzyme Q10, you still might miss out on some of the benefits while you're using statins. And of course, you know, some of these things are important for cardiac function, muscle contractions, antioxidant status, and overall glucose regulation.
Damn. This nigger's diet is horrible. Is this how British people eat?
There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Queen of England.
So they only gave us one snack. I got a Biscoff and a Star Wars Coke Zero. Then I had this protein bar in the airport. On my other flight, which was also like 7 hours, we got this meal. They treated us a lot better, I think, because it was like over the ocean. So if you're just going, I don't care if there's no nutritional value. That's not what I'm. What the frick? There's a bunch.
No joke, my 11-year-old daughter can bench 90. I can't believe that's the minimum bench for a female cop. Yeah, it's crazy. It is out of this world pathetic. I think, like, it depends on, every police force or jurisdiction is different. I think the highest physical fitness standard I've seen for women is like, I think around 120 or 130 pounds on the bench, which is still horrendous. Like, that's still just pathetically fucking weak. But yeah, I think the lowest I've seen is 80. It's a joke, dude.
Where is the best place to find a trustworthy plug for test SIPE online? Reddit communities?
Yeah, just start with Reddit. What's the site called? I think it's Steroid Source or something. You can... So... I would just recommend finding a source that does third-party testing. If they show third-party testing with the batch number on the website, especially if it's through Janus, it should be good. But it's always good to look for reviews of people who've actually used the website. Reddit is not very reliable for that, by the way. I was almost tricked by Reddit users. Reddit is like one of the most toxic, bullshit, lying fucking communities I've ever seen. People will literally lie on Reddit saying that they got bunk gear when they never even ordered from that website, just to start shit. So I wouldn't really trust Reddit. Yeah, there's so many trolls on Reddit. It's fucking crazy. So the most important thing is just finding a source that does third-party testing. Just to be sure that they're not faking it. Yeah, try to find reviews, but Reddit is not trustworthy. You'll find tons of fucking trolls and shit posters lying about good sources saying they got bunk gear when they didn't. But thanks for the donation, Omni.
Bunch of balls. What the heck? It's super cool. All right. I was kind of hoping there was a snack, but also really good. A sports bra. Get out of here. Dipped waistband, flared leggings. Thank you, Gymshark. Okay, here's the view. Okay. Wow. Really cool. Got this big thing in the way. It's okay. Love is run. Our lavish looking snacks. Got this half a pint. I'm amazing. And I also had the choice of a salad or chicken thighs, so I went with the chicken thighs.
Yeah, British people eat like shit. Lean beef patty eats like a fucking 9-year-old.
So it's a lot of mushrooms at the bottom. The mushrooms are super. It was a buffet.
Yeah, British British people eat like shit. Like the tomato, or is that a pepper, and the beans? But like the sausage, eggs, waffles, I'm assuming that's yogurt. Everyone eats so much garbage. You know, it wouldn't surprise me, like, chances are by the time she's my age, she's gonna look a lot older. I think she's not gonna age that gracefully. And then her social media is gonna go downhill pretty quickly, because the only reason anybody watches her is because they think she's hot and cute. But, you know, once she gets into her 30s, people aren't gonna find her cute anymore, and then nobody's gonna bother watching. But, you know, it's not like we didn't warn her or anybody else. Everybody just likes eating fucking shitty animal products.
Like I had yesterday with the chicken thighs. What is going on with this sweet jelly flavor?
Like, to be fair, she is traveling, and usually people do eat
Usually.
shittier when they're traveling, but, like, Jesus Christ, dude. Literally every day you're eating red meat? Yeah, people eat like shit.
And if you're currently experiencing any of the side effects which are generally associated with statin use, keep in mind that there's always alternatives like ezetimibe, for example, or fish oil with every meal, or citrus bergamot, or daily fasted cardio, or improving your diet substantially. There's so many ways you can mitigate high cholesterol levels. You need a certain amount of cholesterol for your body to function correctly, right? And if you're on a boatload of steroids, you don't really have to worry about the sex hormones and neural steroid cascade, because of course you can always supplement with those to super physiological levels if you do so desire, but you're still missing out on the cell membrane function and cell membrane signaling. So keep that in mind. Look for alternatives if you're having issues with the statins that you're currently using. Next one I want to discuss is 24-dehydroxycholesterol reductase, predominantly clomiphene, clomiphene citrate, also known as Clomid. This inhibits some of the steps of converting desmosterol into cholesterol. So this is one of the reasons why Clomid can actually...
Canadian politicians just seem so much more reasonable, man. Even the right-wingers conservatives aren't crazy racists or Nazis like in US or Europe. Would you recommend Canada over Germany? I mean, we have higher GDP and shit, but Canada has legal roids.
Yeah, I'd recommend Canada over Germany, like, especially if you have a decent job. The middle class here is getting absolutely fucking obliterated, but if you have a decent job, you should be fine. It's not that hard to get a decent job in Canada, by the way, because, like, we have shortages in nurses and crap. So, you know, all you need is a nursing degree. There's also a huge deficit in trade workers too. So if you're smart enough to be a nurse or an electrician or a plumber, you can make a decent living here, and get by just fine. And Germany is completely and utterly cucked. Europe, just in general, is fucking cucked. I wouldn't want to live in Europe. Unless it's like Poland or something. And yeah, if you want to do drugs, Canada is probably the best country. At least overall. I know in Thailand you can just buy steroids over the counter, but I'm pretty sure weed and stuff like that is either restricted or illegal, even though they're fine with kratom. But Canada overall, best country if you want to do either medicinal underground drugs or legal drugs, because we legalized weed. Mushrooms here are also almost legal, which I think can be great for if you're having mental health issues and you have treatment-resistant depression. I would still be careful with them because they can be dangerous for certain people. But Canada's pretty okay. Like, we've got the stupid cucked thing with the Liberals trying to ban guns, but, nowhere's perfect. Everything is a trade-off. Thanks for the donation, though, Blake.
Why are we letting women be a cops/firefighters/infantry soldiers etc. when they literally can't physically do the role? I mean, we wouldn't allow a disabled person do neurosurgery. It's fucked. If that was a man, he would have lost his job.
It's communist brain rot where, diversity is our strength, women are equal to men. Things are changing and turning around. It seems like people are kind of realizing, that idea is just fucking stupid. But yeah, bad ideas end up getting worked out in the end because they don't work. So we've gone through that phase of, oh, women are just as capable as men, and now we're kind of getting past it. So I think in a few years, all that bullshit's going to be gone. Thanks for the donation, though, ABC.
Yo Armano. Glad to see you back on YouTube and showing off them guns. I don't have kicks, so I couldn't watch you, but did you watch the debate with Gary Yarovsky and some comic and Catherine? The intersectionals on IG think they got him so good, lol.
Yeah, I already reacted to that. That was one of the stupidest. It wasn't even a debate. They're basically just whining that they didn't like Gary's political views. It wasn't even a debate. Yeah, I talked to Gary about that whole thing. Like, nobody should take those people seriously. They're just a waste of time. Thanks for the donation, though, Willmage.
Reduce your cholesterol levels besides pushing some of the cholesterol into the testes or the ovaries while you're using it, while luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormones are super physiological, right, during post-cycle therapy. Congenital hereditary gene mutations revolving around the 24-dehydroxy cholesterol reductase enzymes can actually lead into desmosterolosis, which is a lethal condition caused by multiple organ malformations. It is only observed in infants. Still, it is of note that clomiphene can increase desmosterol levels by approximately 10%. Now, this is the clinical dose of Clomid, which is prescribed in cases of breast cancer. Still, it is of note that higher dosages of Clomid for longer periods of time can actually increase your desmosterol levels and reduce your cholesterol levels, which you would think is a good idea, but still, with long-term exposure, might lead to all kinds of issues revolving.
John, donate $2. You think Kid Boo is a troll dono or genuinely retarded? He's definitely a troll. I don't think he's retarded. Thanks for the donation, though, John.
Around healthy cholesterol levels and cholesterol synthesis, and that's beside the fact all of the known issues associated with Clomid, particularly the zuclomiphene, right? And clomiphene has now been extensively studied individually, but some of the long-term evidence isn't really there. So let's just focus on Clomid and not in clomiphene. That remains to be determined in a couple of years. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The ocular changes by blocking the estrogen receptors in the eyes, the reduction of serum IGF-1 levels, and the increase in liver enzymes, blocking the estrogen receptors in peripheral tissue, which would otherwise have the beneficial effects of estradiol, and of course, the clotting risk. So besides the inhibition of desmosterol converting into cholesterol, increasing desmosterol levels by approximately 10%, all of the other issues associated with clomiphene is one of the reasons why I don't like clomiphene monotherapy, right? Maybe look into clomiphene monotherapy if you want to increase your LH, FSH, and testosterone levels downstream. But Clomid all the more reasons not to take it. Moving over to sterol 27 hydroxylase, which is predominantly converting cholesterol into 27 hydroxy cholesterol, and thus is regulating the synthesis of bile acids, particularly anastrozole, arimidex. One of the reasons why you see that cholesterol levels go up with using anastrozole, arimidex to inhibit the aromatase enzymes, a side effect of that is that your cholesterol levels go up disproportionately to the use of aromasin exemestane. And inhibiting this with arimidex will downstream reduce the production of bile acids. Now, you need bile acids for detoxification, right? Also including bilirubin. So if your bilirubin start to increase, this can lead to jaundice. And you also need these bile acids to help in the breakdown of food and increase nutrient absorption, besides the excretion of metabolic waste products. It might even result in constipation if you overdo it. So a severe reduction in bile acid will not lubricate the stool, and now you're mad constipated. I don't think that's a common side effect of anastrozole, but it's something you have to keep in mind. If you go with arimidex over aromasin, which is the one I prefer to keep serum estradiol levels in range, then if you go with arimidex, cholesterol levels will go up, and the excretion of metabolic waste products, bilirubin, and perhaps the absorption of fat-soluble and water-soluble vitamins will go down. Keep this in mind. Next one, the cholesterol 7-alpha hydroxylase enzymes, which also help in the synthesis of bile acids. These are inhibited by ketoconazole, Nizoral shampoo, which is an anti-androgen, antifungal, and anti-glucocorticoid medication used in the treatment of a number of fungal infections, but the topical shampoo formulations are used off-label to prevent hair loss caused by androgenetic alopecia. So whether you're using testosterone, dihydrotestosterone derivatives, or currently drug-free, ketoconazole is usually used to improve hair growth and prevent hair loss when DHT levels are somewhat elevated, right? Of course, you can look into finasteride and dutasteride that come with a laundry list of side effects, and don't worry, we'll discuss them a little bit later on. Inhibiting bile acid synthesis with ketoconazole, if that's a 2% or 5% shampoo formulation that you're using once per day or twice per day, eventually the ketoconazole can go systemic, and thus the reduction of bile acids might take place, resulting in all kinds of issues with the excretion of metabolic waste products, like I mentioned earlier. Right? Keep that in mind if you're using ketoconazole, and don't worry, ketoconazole will come back a couple more times. So don't worry, at the end of this video, I'll include a list of all of the compounds which can inhibit multiple steps, multiple enzymes in the sex hormone and neural steroid cascades. Stay tuned to the end so you have an overview.
Okay, let's play some video games. We'll start with Battletoads. I'm just gonna go take a piss. I will be right back. Just gonna go take a pee-pee. Oh.
What kind of PEDs are you on and how much?
I'm on 30 milligrams testosterone cypionate and 5 IU's growth hormone per day. Thanks for the donation, Rupert. Okay, we're gonna do Battletoads first. This game is so fucked. Carnitarf donated $2.
What's like your favorite way to train? I mean, you're very fit, you look great, you're lean, you're strong. How do you...
He's not strong at all. There are natural vegan women that are stronger than Paul on YouTube. He's very weak for a man. He's lean, but yeah, you'd expect that for somebody who's eating so little and is basically surfing all day in Costa Rica.
What's your thing that you love?
I like body weight. I like mobility stuff. I don't.
Yeah, easy shit that a weak, skinny bitch would do. So if you don't want to train very hard and you're weak, yeah, body weight exercises are going to be easy for you when you only weigh like 140 pounds and you don't want to actually train hard.
I don't like lifting heavy weights terribly much. I don't.
Yeah, you don't like lifting weights because you're a weak bitch. So, oh yeah, the carnivore diet. Oh, it's so good for building muscle and it makes you strong and vegans are so weak. I don't like lifting heavy weights. I only like lifting body weight because I only weigh 140 pounds.
Lift heavy weights a lot. I don't do bench press. I don't do squats. I don't do any of this.
Yeah, heavy lifts that are difficult. You don't want to do anything that's difficult because, you know, the carnivore diet, it makes you into a man, right? Like you become so manly on the carnivore diet that you don't want to train hard and you can't lift heavy weights and do difficult exercises.
Stuff. Although what we did in the pool was awesome today, and I'm going to do much more of that in my pool in Costa Rica, but I want a punching bag and a pull-up bar. Those are the two things in my home gym that I use more than anything. I love hanging. I like the way it decompresses the spine. I do pull-ups, and I like that for upper body, and then I just like to hit the punching bag, and I like to kick the punching bag. I like to sprint, but mostly I surf, I do pull-ups, and I hit the punching bag.
Great.
That's it. Those are my favorite things. Like those are...
What a pussy. It's so hilarious how these people will talk so much shit about how you can't get enough protein on a vegan diet and all this crap, and then I don't want to lift heavy weights. I don't like doing difficult exercises. I only want to do pull-ups, and I only weigh 140 pounds. What a weenie.
But last night, Trump seemed to break with his health secretary's anti-vaccine rhetoric.
Look, you have vaccines that work. They're just pure and simple work. They're not controversial at all. And I think those vaccines should be used. Otherwise, some people are going to catch it and they endanger other people. And when you don't have controversy at all, I think people should take it.
At Thursday's Senate hearings,
wow. That's funny.
some of Trump's fellow Republicans joined Democrats in grilling Kennedy on his extreme vaccine positions and promotion of public health misinformation.
I want to go back.
Face IQ said he doesn't lift because it hurts. Oh my god. I really want to debate that guy. That guy Tyson Hockley said he wanted to set up a debate between me and Face IQ. But yeah. The guy who claims the carnivore diet is the ideal human diet can't lift weights because, oh, it hurts. Oh my god, what a bitch.
To just, again, some basic facts. Do you accept the fact that 1 million Americans died from COVID?
I don't know how many died.
The Secretary of Health and Human Services doesn't know how many Americans died from COVID.
No.
Nobody likes Trump's like staff picks. Even Republicans. They're all DEI hires.
Supplements. Why would you need supplements? If we're arguing that this is our natural...
Why would you need supplements? Let's see. Oh, look at that. He sells supplements. Yeah, why would you need supplements? By the way, here's a link to my supplement website where you can get a discount code. Yeah. Every time. Every time. Oh, you don't need supplements if you're following the ideal human diet. Vegans have to take 20 supplements, and then they all have a supplement website.
Biologically appropriate, species-specific diet, you should not have to take any supplements whatsoever. If you need supplements just to get basic nutrition, then by definition, your diet is deficient in those nutrients. If you're eating natural...
What a stupid, stupid opinion. Animals only eat what food is available to them, not what food or supplements are ideal for them. So, like you can look at things like creatine. It's pretty obvious there are health benefits to taking creatine in doses that are far beyond what you could possibly get, in a natural context. Like, why in the fuck would you ever have a stupid-ass opinion like this?
Really, it's not going to be by definition. So certainly don't think you need to take supplements or anything like that. And coincidentally enough, usually the people really pushing, that you have to take supplements to eat liver are usually the guys selling the supplements.
He sells supplements. There's literally a link to a supplement site on his fucking YouTube channel.
Supplements.
What a fucking dipshit. Thanks for the donation, Carnitarf.
Can we get a physique update?
Check my Instagram. Thanks for the donation, Gypsy Crusader.
Lolat will mid you all try so hard to excuse an egotistic narcissist's behavior. How about you get off his dick, and do some activism that's actually effective than just saying I turned 1 million people vegan. When that's not even a reliable estimate or true.
Okay, well thanks for the donation, Soul Child. I remember having Osama as my gamer pick and Xbox banned me for life when I never had an offense. That's when I was done with consoles. Jeez. Yep, consoles are for stupid, dumb children. If you're an adult and you're not retarded, just get a PC. It's just better. No, I wouldn't use Tren. Why in the fuck isn't Facebook loading? Fuck. No, oh my god. I'm already losing patience. Put a save state there. What the fuck? Actually, I'll put it here. Yeah. Damn it! Fucking cocksucker. Bitch. Oh my god, I can't believe I made that same mistake. Yeah, probably should just avoid them, I guess.
What's funny, Catherine brought up a very good point. Israel is the highest in the world of poultry consumption. To top that off, Israeli vegans have dropped 3% after Gary's tour. So if that's vegans' idea of vegan utopia, then the animals are fucked.
That's great. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Thanks for the donation, stupid. I'll make another save state there, just so I don't have to do all that bullshit all over again. Yeah. That's what I mean. What the fuck? The time it... What in the fuck? The timing for that feels completely different than it used to. Wow. That is so cheap. Okay, fuck it. I'll put the save state here. That... Oh my god, this jump is fucking ridiculous. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is baffling. You definitely need to like double jump it, but you fall. Oh my god. Jesus. I do not comprehend the physics here. Oh. This is hard to describe. Oh my god! What the fuck? How in the fuck can you die there? So you have to do this, like, fucking perfectly. Yeah, if you jump up, and you miss, you're dead. Even though there's a platform right there, because the camera moves. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay. This game is fucking diabolical. Holy shit. Diabolical. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the save state here, because... What the fuck? Yeah. Just in case. Oh my god. Yeah, I figured. Oh shit, no! Yeah, I'm supposed to do a full run of this. It's too early for Num Num Gum Gum. We'll react to fragments later. Dude.
What that has to do with anything? Isn't that a contradiction? You can't be called vegan capital of the world when you're also leading the world of all the chicken slaughters. Gary is taking credit for something that's not even true. He was dishonest.
That's great, don't care. Thanks for the donation, dipshit. The fuck do you want? What is this kitty doing? What's this big kitty up to? It's not Num Num time yet. It's too early for Num Num. Why are you being so silly? You know it's too early for Num Num. It's not time for Gum Gum Num Num. You silly kitty. You silly baby. You know I love my silly baby. Yeah, you're a good little silly baby. Yeah, I know there's a Battletoads cartoon. Fuck off! Oh, you fucking motherfuck! Did you see that? Oh, that was bullshit.
Found some testosterone sype online just now, has over 100 reviews that seem good. $64 US 10 milliliters vial 200 milligrams/ml has a test report for Janus 2. Is that a good price?
It's a little overpriced. Right now, because of the trade issues with China, there's a shortage, so the price probably increased due to the shortage. But, you know, what can you do?
Do you have experience with nosy neighbors and how to deal with them? I'm certain my neighbor is a narcissist. He turns other neighbors into his flying monkeys. He's the type of guy that needs to know all your whereabouts and your daily schedule.
I've never dealt with a problem like that. I don't know, dude. Just stay away from people like that. It's really the best advice I have for you. Thanks for the donation, though. Humans are doo-doo. Yeah, so that's a bit expensive for test sip, but it's probably just due to the current shortage. Thanks for the donation, though, Omni. Appreciate it. Ah, crap. I pressed the button too early. This game is literally driving me fucking nuts, dude. Oh, what in the hell? Oh no, my goodness. Wow. Dude, the timing for that is bullshit. Oh shit! Oh fuck, we're fucked. Oh, maybe he doesn't come right away. I don't feel like this game was made with the intention of anyone being able to beat it. Okay, I'm gonna make a save state here. I'm not doing all that again because of a stupid jump. Yeah, I knew it. Fuck! Oh my... I'm, just one more time. We're already further than we were before, so... I only have so much patience. I'm human. I'm definitely gonna want another save state. I can feel it. Where... You know, that's good enough. We're further ahead than we were before. That's good enough. We're done with that for right now. That is incomprehensibly difficult. That is by far the most difficult game I've ever fucking played. That is so much harder than Sekiro, it's not even funny. You need to do that all in one run. That is outrageous. Out-fucking-rageous. Crazy. Absurd. Silly as fuck. I can't believe a game like that was made at that time. Before, like, save states existed. Like, what the fuck were they thinking, honestly? What in the fuck? could they have possibly been thinking? That is so fucking crazy, absurdly difficult. So is this out now? I want to try the new BMWs they added. If this is... It's weird. It's not showing that the game was updated. But it looks like it's updated. Do you like scallion pancakes? I don't know what those are.
What in the fuck absurdly silly Billy? 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 What in the fuck absurdly silly Billy?
You got that right. Thanks for the donation, silly as fuck. Okay, Gummy is hungry apparently. I don't think he's gonna leave me alone. I'm just gonna go feed him real quick. And then we'll play some racing games. Nice try, jackass.
Imagine playing that game in 2-player with a buddy. You'd be at each other's throats lol.
Oh, Jesus. Is this fucking stupid shit gonna make me do an update? Oh. Yeah, I don't see how you could possibly play that game 2-player. The likelihood of you having a friend that would be anywhere near good enough to play a game like that is so low. That would be a nightmare to play that with a friend. Thanks for the donation though, Grey Knight. Justin donated $2. Play Hollow Knight. I'm not playing Hollow Knight. Oh God. Oh jeez. Why? There's no reason. I already have drivers installed. Is it gonna make me reinstall the whole fucking driver package again? Oh, great. That's great. I don't know if this is gonna work. I might have to literally reinstall the whole driver again and set the wheel up again for no fucking reason. There's no reason it should be doing this. I don't know what the fuck it just did there. Alright, let's just try it, I guess. So 0.3 isn't out. So why... How are... That's stupid. Okay, fuck it. Just play BeamNG. That's dumb. So when the fuck is 0.3 coming out? Vince Gooderham never beat Battletoads as a kid. He's full of shit if he's saying that.
The first node is flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100.
Oh shit.
Hairpin left. 100.
Ah, damn it. Justin, donate $2. What brand of B12 D3 are you currently taking? Doesn't matter. Heard some quality-wise are not so good. They're all the same. Thanks for the donation, Justin. B12 is B12, vitamin D is vitamin D.
The first node is flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100.
Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm a little out of practice.
The first node is flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100.
Oh, Jesus. Ah, fuck.
The
Let's
first
just
node
try
is
to
flat left. Good luck.
ease our way into things.
3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100. Six right long, 40, 4 right, narrows, and 3 left tightens, 40. 6 left short. And flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5 left short, into hairpin right, opens, don't cut, 40. 6 right, 80.
Fuck. Fuck that up.
Here's the first note. Flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100.
Fucking, oh my god, that was stupid. That was really stupid. I can't believe I did that. That was seriously stupid. Yeah, that was dumb. How do you do this with just the wheel again? There we go.
The first note is flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100. Six right long, 40, 4 right, narrows, and 3 left tightens, 40. 6 left short.
Fuck.
And flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5 left short, into hairpin right, opens, don't cut, 40. 6 right, 80.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I hit the thing.
The first note is flat left, good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short, 100. 3 right, 30. 4 right, 100. Hairpin left, 100. 6 right long, 40. 4 right, narrows, and 3 left tightens, 40. 6 left short. And flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5 left short, into hairpin right, opens, don't cut, 40. 6 right, 80.
Oh my god! I can't believe I fucking did that! Okay. Let's try to lock in.
Here's the first note. Flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30.
I don't know how I fucked
4
up
right.
that shift.
100. Hairpin left. 100. Six right long, 40, 4 right, narrows, and 3 left tightens, 40, 6 left short, and flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5 left short, into hairpin right, opens, don't cut, 40, 6 right, 80, caution, 5 right, tightens, and hairpin left
If
extra
you
long,
could go
opens,
pro in any
over
sport,
crest,
which one would
50.
you choose? I hear there's a lot of money in baseball.
Six right short, over crest.
Yeah,
70,
probably baseball,
4 left
considering
short,
the amount of money
40,
you can make
flat left
and
long,
how
opens, 40.
safe
3 right
the
extra
sport
long,
is.
tightens.
I'd probably choose baseball.
Into 4 left short, into 4 right short, 30.
Yeah, I'd probably choose baseball. You make more money, and you... Like, it's a very safe sport, too, so... Go with baseball. It's a little boring, but... It's all about the cash money, you know what I'm saying? If CTE wasn't a risk, I'd like to do MMA, but the brain damage thing, it's a real serious problem. I don't know if the money in combat sports is worth the risk of brain damage.
The first note is flat left, good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short, 100. 3 right, 30. 4 right, 100.
I can't believe I fucking did that. 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 I can't believe I fucking did. I can't believe I fucking did that.
6 right long, 40. 4 right, narrows. And 3 left tightens, 40.
Dude. Appreciate it.
6 left short. And flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5 left short, into hairpin right, opens, don't cut, 40, 6 right, 80, caution, 5 right, tightens, and hairpin left extra long, opens, over crest, 50,
Oh, the fuck?
6 right short, over crest, 70, 4 left short, 40, flat left long, opens, 40, 3 right extra long, tightens, into 4 left short, into 4 right short, 30, 2 left, and caution,
the wheels are like
2
out
right
of
tightens,
alignment right now.
over finish, and 5 left, 40. Good job. Stop at stop control. 3 right.
Hey, 138. That's not too bad. We completed, we beat 145. It's not too bad. Let's try to break 135.
The first note is flat left. Best of luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100.
Yeah. I did something wrong there.
Here's the first note. Flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100.
Ah, shit. Spinned it. Spinned way out.
Pissoning. VG can be the next Barry Bonds. All roided up and hitting 500 feet bombs out of the stadium.
Dude, it's fucking stupid how steroids aren't allowed in sports. Outrageously dumb. It's all political. They just did it so that they could ban certain teams or players from competing. But yeah, you've got sports that rely on strength and power and endurance, and then they ban drugs that increase strength, power, endurance. Why? Like, yeah, let's have worse athletes that are more prone to getting injured. Sure. That is completely logical. Well... Thanks for the donation, Pooh.
The first note is flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100.
I don't know how I stalled there. Give me a fucking break. Trying to take that turn faster. Maybe I should just do, what do they call it? A European flick or whatever? Rather than trying to rely on the handbrake.
The first note is flat left. Best of luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100.
Ah, shit. Yeah, it's too close to the wall. Fuck.
The first note is flat left. Best of luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100.
Great. Maybe I should stop dieting. Dude, I'm getting tired from dieting.
Would you be in support of steroid use in sports like American football, MMA, and boxing?
Steroids should be allowed in every sport. What is the point of banning them? It's fucking stupid. Everyone's taking them anyway. It's unfair to the athletes because people with inside connections and political advantages and better sports doctors working for them are going to be able to cheat and get away with it. Steroids allow athletes to be more resilient to injury, recover faster, and they end up performing better in the sport. So especially for combat sports, they're going to be able to protect themselves more adequately. And they're going to be able to heal from any injury, including traumatic brain injury, easier. And, like, I know idiots say, oh, well, if people were taking steroids in boxing and MMA, they'd be able to hit harder and they'd be doing more damage to each other. But the inverse is also true, where if you can build a bigger, stronger body, including a bigger, stronger neck, you're going to be able to protect yourself better. So you're going to be less prone to getting fucked up. And especially considering, well, guess what? People are getting away with steroid use anyway. You're going to get a few people like John Jones who can take steroids and get past testing and be able to fuck everyone up that much more who has to abide by the rules. So it's just fucking stupid. Yeah, steroids should be allowed in sports. It's just dumb. Thanks for the donation, though, nigga.
Here's the first note. Flat left.
Oh,
Good
shit.
luck. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. Why? I can't remember what button to turn the car on. The car turned off.
Here's the first note. Flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. Go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100. Six right long. 40. 4 right. Narrows. And 3 left tightens. 40. 6 left short.
Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck.
The first note is flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. Go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left, 100.
Whoa, that front tire had no fucking grip. Jeez.
Here's the first note. Flat left. Best of luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100. Six right long, 40, 4 right.
Yeah, I know to
narrows,
downshift
and 3
into the
left
fucking
tightens,
turns,
40.
dipshit. I know how a fucking manual transmission works.
6 left short.
Fucking asshole.
And flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5
The
left
fuck
short.
do you think I'm doing
into
with my
hairpin
right hand,
opens,
dickhead?
don't
Jerking
cut,
off?
40. 6 right, 80. Caution, 5 right, tightens, and hairpin left extra long, opens, over crest, 50. Six right short, over crest, 70. 4 left short, 40. Flat left long, opens, 40. 3 right extra long, tightens. Into 4 left short, into 4 right short, 30.
Fuck, damn.
Here's the first note. Flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100. Six right long, 40, 4 right, narrows, and 3 left tightens, 40. 6 left short. And flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5 left short, into hairpin right,
There's no way in
opens,
this
don't
shit.
cut,
Fuck
40. 6 right, 80. Caution, 5 right, tightens, and hairpin left extra long, opens, over crest, 50.
Fuck, damn it. This is hard.
The first note is flat left, good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short, 100. 3 right, 30. 4 right, 100. Hairpin left, 100. Six right long, 40. 4 right, narrows, and 3 left tightens, 40. 6 left short. And flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5 left short, into hairpin right, opens, don't cut, 40. 6 right, 80. Caution, 5 right, tightens, and hairpin left extra long, opens, over crest, 50.
What in the fuck happened to the front wheels? Holy shit! What? Why? Why did that happen? Oh my god, the car wouldn't fucking turn.
Here's the first note. flat left. Best of luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100.
I don't know why the headlights turned on.
6 right long, 40, 4 right, narrows, and 3 left tightens, 40. 6 left short.
Can you play Orc Massage next?
No, we're not going to be playing Orc Massage.
And flat right, into flat left, narrows, into 5 left
Thanks
short,
for the donation.
into hairpin right, opens, don't cut, 40. 6 right, 80. Caution, 5 right, tightens, and hairpin left extra long, opens, over crest, 50.
Holy shit. I need a little break. Thanks for the donation, balls. I don't even have Orc Massage. I can't have any more caffeine today. I've already had 2 energy drinks.
Why do you turn the wheel like that? Like an epileptic seizure patient? Just turn it smoothly, damn dude. That's why you keep crashing.
You're a fucking asshole. Oh my fucking god. The amount of you fucktards who, like, say the stupidest shit. Why do you turn the wheel like that? Why is the wheel moving around so much? When I drive going 30 kilometers an hour down my fucking side street, I keep the wheel steady. Yeah, it's not like it's a fucking race, asshole. Thanks for the donation, CDG. Well, I know CDG is like probably rage baiting me, but people always fucking say that every fucking time I'm playing a racing game.
My bad, dude.
Here we go. Here we fucking go. I'm dieting super hard right now, and I don't feel well.
You seem stressed. Why don't you take some Fent to take the edge off?
Yeah, I really should. Thanks for the donation, Pooh. Are you satisfied with your num num gum gum? Do you have a nice full kitty tummy now? You son of a bitch. It's a good little son of a bitch. I didn't ban them, I put them in a timeout. I don't know how to remove the fucking emotes. I was looking the other day. I don't know if... I don't know if I should keep dieting. What are your calories at? 1,500. I don't feel like I'm hypoglycemic right now. It's just, I'm really fucking exhausted. I'm really dizzy. Like, I can't focus my eyes.
We read the badges of the pigs. To the Rumalas and the Abdullahs. To the Mahmouds and the Mohammeds. To the Rafids. To the Rafids. To the Mohammeds. Put some respect on that name. Put some fucking respect on that name.
Yeah, that's one of the gayest fucking things I've ever heard. That was so gay. Thanks for the donation, intern for Mom Donnie. It's hilarious that that guy is an intern for Mom Donnie, too. Of course he is. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Here's the first note. Flat left. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left. And 4 left short. 100. 3 right. 30. 4 right. 100. Hairpin left. 100. 6 right long, 40, 4 right, narrows, and 3 left tightens, 40, 6 left short.
Yes, I'm gonna try to get fat after spending all this time dieting. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just eat Oreos. Uh-huh. Thank you for the stupid question. When the fuck is the 0.3 fucking update supposed to come out? There's a bunch of fucking gay-ass retard streamers who already had access to it. When the fuck is it coming out? Let me see. Is there just something stupid going on? Let me validate files and see. I don't know if the Battlefield beta is still open. Maybe just fucking Google it rather than asking me. Dude.
Something new is coming. A car like no other. A bike like no other. A beach buggy like no other. No. Something new. One of a kind. It's a stargazer. A head liberator. Gear off, game on. Turn it into
Yeah, it's got to be an electric. That looks really cool.
whatever. Standing on its own feet.
Yeah, that looks cool.
BMW Motorrad just pulled the wraps off their latest concept at IAA Mobility 2025 with its unique built-in safety system. Spiritual successor to the BMW C1 from about 25 years ago. Lines and some fresh technical ideas. At the heart of it is a composite metal cage that doesn't feel as mandatory. From a tech standpoint, it rolls on 15-inch disc wheels and even comes with a balancing function that keeps the bike upright on its own without needing a side stand. Design-wise, it's both clean and expressive. The matte white and black contrast gives it a sleek vibe, while neon red accents shout modern and edgy. The matte seat with integrated lettering adds to that futuristic aura. Other details catch the eye too, like the charging port, although the socket itself still looks more like a design illustration than a final product. Then there are the radar units at the back, and most likely at the front as well.
That looks cool. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, the 0.3 update isn't out yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to... lie down and, relax. I'm still dizzy. Very, very dizzy. So I'm gonna just chill, eat something. But I'll be on later in like a couple hours and we'll just do a normal stream and then maybe do some more gaming after. But I'll see you guys in a few hours. I just gotta go chill. But big thanks to everybody who donated to Streamlabs. Appreciate it. I'll see you in a bit.